it's £99 and you get £194 worth, I think. But you know, you get £95 worth of 3 products, whichever one you do. So it's a really good offer, and there's so many benefits to being a member of Stampin' Up. So yeah. So if you've got a wish list or got some products that you're looking out for, then take a look at that. If that's not for you, then at the moment we're running a 3-day free shipping on £60 worth or more of goods. And don't forget, you also earn your stamping rewards on that, ready for your next order, or you can save them up. And if you attended registered, I should say, if you registered for the World Card Making Day, you would have got a £5 voucher code to get £5 off your next order. So I've used mine this morning. Okay, so because my head is really quite thick and I've not done any crafting this week, or last week, other than the day that I went to Solihull for a demonstrators day, and so you did a bit of crafting there, and it was lovely meeting up with, I think there were like 30 of us, so that was really nice to spend some time with some other demonstrators. And we've got another one coming up in November. It's in Reading. I think it's the 27th of November. So if you've recently joined Stampin' Up, or you are thinking about doing it this month, then you could also register and come for that free crafting event. Okay, so obviously, sorry, because I've not done much, I wanted to still come on live this morning, and I thought what we'll do is have a look at this Tags and More. This Tags and More set. So it's these pre-cut die sheets, and there's 2 of each of those. So I'll show you those in a minute in more detail. And this all coordinates and goes really well with this speciality cards and envelopes. So there's 10 card bases and 10 envelopes in that pack. And then, you know, so this is so easy. It's basically cutting it up, sticking it together, adding a sentiment. And obviously you can use these sentiments on any project. So again, they are pre-cut, they're in gold, and they are adhesive backed. So you can either obviously tear off the back and use the stickiness, or you can still put them on dimensionals if you wanted to do that. You get 2 of each of 3 designs. Okay, so this is the designer series paper, and as you can see, the different tags, and then the green gingham on the back. There's a wreath type bit and some mistletoe. So this is going to be really good for making like cards quite quickly and without huge amounts of thought or effort. Some nice baubles, and then there's just a pattern on the back. I don't know how to describe that pattern, to be honest. And then you've got the tartany type, and those are like little stars maybe. Yeah, so that's the paper. These are the die cuts. So you just pop them out. There's little like banners, parcels, candy canes, stockings, poinsettias, baubles. So you've got, this one's got a Christmas tree and bells, and like these bells you could colour if you wanted to, so they're really nice. And then these are the, yep, there's the other one of that. Let's pop that with that. Those, all of these are in cherry cobbler, crumb cake, garden green, real red and soft sea foam. So it's all very Christmassy. These are the cards and envelopes. So you have five in each colour, and as you can see on there, you've got detail on the envelopes with the tartany, and it's also got the gold in there. And then you have matching pre-cut, pre-scored card bases. Okay, so that's those. These do go and don't go. The gold obviously and the red. You could even use the green, but it is a different colour green. But I like those. And then this is all of the pack of sentiments. So you've got lots and lots. Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas in various fonts, season's greetings from our house to yours, joy, and then there's other ones, as you can see. There's some big joys, 'tis the season, some little joys. So there's all different ones to choose from, and so they just pop out really simply. And you've got either, not that my nails have all broke as well, being ill, they've just gone terrible. So you've got your sticky back, or you can leave that on and put it onto dimensionals, or just use normal glue. It's up to you. Okay, so first things I think we're going to do is look at a card. So I've already cut this, and I haven't decided whether I'm going to put it on the gold beige or the green yet, but I've cut it so that there will be a border. Let's fold them up. There will be a border around, so the green looks nice. I do like the green. Okay, maybe I do like both. Which do you prefer? Any preference? The green or the beigey colour? I think I prefer the green on this one, so I'm going to stick with the green. So I will stick that down in a minute, but what I want to do first of all is find something else. So I want to maybe have a bauble or something. Let's have a look. I could just have a bauble dangle in there. A bit of mark on there. Find my rubber, see if that will come off. I could put a bauble on there. I could put all sorts on there really, but I think I'm going to stick with a bauble. And I've got some gold and white twine, which I'm going to cut. Don't need a lot of it because it's just gonna go through. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this yet. Maybe even tie a bow. Oh, I do. Bows are really difficult to do when you're online. They never go where you want them to, as you can see. And they never stay the right size. If I put that up fairly close, I don't know. I don't like that really. I think what else I'm going to use instead. I might just move that out the way for a minute. I think what I might do, I'm going to put that on dimensionals. And I'm going to just have a small piece of this that I'm going to stick like so. So I'm going to put a piece of tear and tape on the back, tiny little bit. Hold that in place. And then it will be able to go in there. It doesn't even need the rest of this bit sticking down, I don't think, as long as I stick that down okay. Trying to find my glue dots. Oh. Yeah, the other week I tidied up my desk and then I made I had to design some card glasses, and then we had to decorate in rather a hurry to get our new sofa, and it's all been a bit manic because then being poorly as well, my my tidying up sort of went out the window a bit. Okay, so that will move, that's fine. I'm going to pop that onto here before I choose the sentiment. See if my glue's working today. Find one that's not bunged up. Okay, so it's got an even border all the way round. And then I can either put a sentiment down here or one up there. I think I'm going to use a nice swirly Happy Christmas. So it could go there. What I could also do, because these are white, they're gold, but they're on white, I could add a bit of colour to it with a sponge dauber or a blending brush. And I might do it in the red because there's a lot of green on there. I just need to find my ink pad, which is a bit tricky at the moment. I've got a feeling it is in one of the in one of my boxes with cards in it. Because I think that's more real red than it is cherry cobbler, but it'll be okay. We're only putting a little bit on. Just get use a blending brush. So I don't want much, it's more sort of just I don't even know if this is going to look okay, to be honest. I was only going to do it around the edge, but then it's gone a bit over. So let's have a look. It might not look right on that because of the difference in colour. So we'll forget that one. So I can't find my real red ink pad. So we'll go with another one and leave it plain, I think. And either put it at the top or put it, I think I might put it down the bottom. I'm going to stick some dimensionals on. So this time next week, I will be all packed and ready to head to, so there you go, ready to head to Gatwick with my best friend Catherine for our early flight on next Thursday morning to Cyprus. So I've got huge amounts of things I've got going on between now and then to get ready. I'm hoping, I'm just going to pop some gold bling on here. I'm hoping I will get live again before I go. Never know where to put some of these, you know, there's like where to do it. Just going to stick it there. Okay, so really quick, just cut it down, put one of those out, and you've got a great card. I wanted to look at the tags, so I've cut up one of the sheets. So you've got some blank, well, not blank, but pattern paper that doesn't have anything. You know, you would want something more on it than that. And then you've got some that are just fine, you know, I mean, you could leave those as they were. These would be ideal for sticking the smaller sentiments on side. My head really is so thick this morning. I just oh dear, I really want my cold to go. It's like quite difficult just thinking straight. I've cut some in order to see, you've got ginghamy green on the back, so in order to be able to have somewhere to write, I have cut some cardstock, which is 3x2, in order to stick these with, or you can either stick them on or you can leave them loose. and then you can write on there. I've got a crocodile. Is it called a crocodile? I've got one of these hole punches, so any hole punch will do. You can do it in the middle, you could do it on an end. I'm just gonna go through there. Then we have our twine. Trim that bit off. So there's that bit, and then lots and lots of different sentiments. Let's have a look. So there's from our house to yours, which would be a good thing to go on a tag. Merry Christmas, all sorts. And I'm going to just pop that one on. Again, I'm going to use dimensionals because I like having a bit of height to it. If you're using the larger dimensionals, you might want to cut them in half just to it's up to you where you put it. Really, I'm going to pop that one there. So that's a really simple, quick tag. Adds a bit of I don't know, a bit extra, not having it stuck solid. You could write quite a lot of a message in there if you wanted to, or you could just put your message on the back, who it's to and who it's from. So yeah, so that's quite easy to do. Again, you've got some of them I've got white for, some of them this is basic beige, as it's the same. I thought I'd do one in that colour, and we'll do one with a hole in the corner. If you were here a few weeks ago, you may remember I couldn't find the end. I have since found it, but it's obviously all the rest of it's unravelled. So again, I just fold these in half, thread it through, and then loop it in like so. And tie a knot. So many to choose from in so many different fonts. Sorry, I'm just going to have some of my drink. My throat's getting really dry again. And that one just says from our house to yours, so I'm just going to use that one. Again, obviously we do have the mini dimensionals as well, which are always useful, and also cutting, see, all of the foam bit from around the edge, so that you don't waste any. Okay, so again, you've got your hanging in the corner rather than the middle. I think they're really cute, and you've got like loads of these, so you could easily make loads. I'm not gonna do the tree or those at the moment. I want to do something with one of these. I don't know what. Let's have a look at what we have. Okay, so what do we have? We have presents, we have stockings, we have trees, baubles, holly, a wreath. What does this look like? Will it fit on? It will. Have a bird. Oh, I might do it with this actually. Let's see whether that will go on there. It's maybe a bit dark against that, isn't it? And that's really busy, so I'm not going to put it against there. We might use you can see I haven't planned this at all. What else could we stick on? We could stick a tree on. Maybe we'll stick a tree on. The tree will stand out, so we'll stick a tree on. Again, I'm going to use my dimensionals to give that some height. I think I'm going to have to find a different time of day to do my lives, because we always seem to clash with when the bin men come round, and they're just coming down the road now, so but never mind. Right, I'm going to stick the tree further up, and then let's have a look. Will that fit? That probably won't. What have we got? What have we got? What have we got? Merry and bright. I think I'm going to just stick that on there like that. Okay. And I'm going to use glue, because I could just cut off some of the sticky back, but I think I'm just going to pop it on with some glue. Like so. The sorry, the star's in white, but you could easily colour that. Or I'm just thinking, I have these lovely gold stars. I'm sure there's a big enough one. If I pop just a tiny bit of glue, literally a tiny little tiny bit, and get one of the bigger stars. I probably should have done it before sticking it on there, but we can add a very gold shiny star, give it a bit of extra and then again this will go like so. I lost that then. So much white and gold about it, I couldn't see the baker's twine. Okay, so that's another easy little tag to make. Very cute. Lots of other options, and that's obviously our card. I'm running out of space to put these bits, but I will show you there was another card I had made as part of a class from this set, and it's attached to the envelope, but it's just by cutting this bit down, again adding sentiment and a bit of bling. Really easy, really quick, and a great great way of spending a few hours, I think, just making tags and cards without the stress, without, you know, if you've not stamped before, or you don't want to get lots of ink and stuff, this is a really good way with all of the sentiments. So yeah, so I'm gonna leave it there. My throat is getting really quite sore again now, so I'm gonna leave it there, and I'll hopefully see you again next week. Okay, thanks for watching. Take care.